Hi guys, welcome to my very first movement training video. Movement training is the ideal supplementary exercise that I use with my martial arts training, and there will be other videos on it in future, but today we're going over the basics of movement training. Movement training by definition is a very personal thing, so you'll find different instructors teach it differently and different people practice their own movement training differently to each other. It's very unique. However, today we're going over the kind of exercises which build posture and balance, strength, form, flexibility, and a lot of the other things that you're going to find in martial arts training as well. So in just a second we're going to get started looking at the kind of movements that you can use at home to improve all of these.
So the movement training that I do is based very heavily on silat, capoeira, yoga, dance, and a lot of the stretching that I did in Kung Fu. And as a result, all of the movements that I tend to do, some of them a little bit more acrobatic, most of them based on strength and groundwork close towards the ground. That's all based on trying to improve coordination, full body movement, so that I can apply power and stability to a lot of the moves that I do. It's helped out my jiu-jitsu no end. I'm not kidding you, the amount of core strength that you build and a lot of the flexibility helps with all kinds of different things. It helps you keep position when you're on top, helps you form some more complex chokes and strangulations like gogoplata, the shin choke, is extremely difficult until you build up that sort of like inside hip flexibility. So it's helped me in so many ways, and that's the reason why I apply a lot of my movement training to my martial arts and make sure that I teach everybody who's doing the movement training with me about how it's helped me do my sport and my activities and how it can improve theirs too.
So let's get started with the box, or the animal box. It's a very simple exercise used to build core strength as well as strength in the shoulders and the hips and the ankles and the wrists. So we start off here in the crab walk position, and then we take one leg underneath. You saw me swinging around just then, so swinging underneath. That's the movement. The leg always goes underneath the body, and I'm moving in a clockwise direction from the crab walk to an all fours position, nice and smoothly, constantly keeping the bulk of my body off the ground. It's really only the feet and the hands which touch the floor at any moment. And then I can go back the other way, and it's that swinging motion between the hand and the foot which is the most important thing to get with animal box. It leads straight onto the kick through, or the animal kick through. Here you see stage one, the basic kick through. Animal kick throughs are a great way of building power in the hips and the core. It's a very simple movement. All you do is take the right hand away, replace it with the right foot, and let the left leg go straight through the middle and swing underneath your body, then do it on the other side. So that's the second exercise we're looking at. Then we move on to the sweeper. It's a little more involved. I should have probably done a slow-mo here, but as you can see from the sweeper, all I'm doing is taking myself through the kick-through position, the final kick-through position, and sweeping the foot around in front of me before moving on to the other side. Try giving some of the other moves a go before you move on to the sweeper, but it's really good fun and really good for the cardio as well. Here we have the press kick-up, a very popular motion in yoga and silat, very similar to the downward dog position, the posture which you hold. It's very easy to see the movement, but actually doing it takes quite a lot of strength in the core, quite a lot of strength in the shoulders as well. So from a basic push-up position, here we are, you leave the knee underneath yourself, don't let your foot touch the floor, and then you kick it up as high as you can go, and that's really all it is. That's the press kick-up. Now we're moving on to an intermediate movement, the grounded corkscrew. As you can see, it's far more complex and you need a lot more coordination than the basic movements in order to do it. We start with the kick through position, and then we take the leg that's straight back underneath the body as we switch our hands over. So take it step by step, take the leg underneath, switch the hands over, and then take the leg round to the other side. You can see how preparatory exercises and stretches help all of these movements. Here, the basic push-up and then hand to the sky is a fantastic way to build up the core strength if you're feeling uncomfortable or a little uncertain with some of the movements that you've already seen in this movement training video. As I said before, there are going to be other videos on movement training, so use these exercises to build up to other movements in the series if you're feeling a little bit uncertain about how strong you already are. Good stretching and hamstring flexibility, quad flexibility, calf flexibility helps a lot in the lower body movement, which, as you can see, there's a lot of in movement training. But also a set of stretches for the arms and the shoulders are very much recommended, and you can see how putting these stretches together can help you prepare for more and more flexibility inside of your movement training. So that's really it for today. We've looked at several of the basic movements, but there will be more videos, as I said before, on the intermediate and advanced parts of movement training and how they can apply to martial arts or whichever sport that you're into. Just make sure that you practice safely and make sure that you're having fun, and hopefully we'll see you all very soon.